Selenium ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಬೈ ಡೆಮೋ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್
Mahesh, I forwarded my user ID and password. Have you received that?
Wait, I will. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you are looking for manual testing or Selenium?
Yeah, manual.
Okay. So in general you don't have knowledge on manual testing, right? You mean to say?
I have a little bit.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, Mahesh. So we are going to see about software testing. Before we are going to see about the software testing, let us have some detailed information about this. Why we require this testing? What does it mean by software? Means what kind of applications we can do test. Okay. So coming to this software testing, first of all we should have a glance on software. Software means, I hope that you are aware of this. Yeah, some collection of, or you can say some set of executable programs. 1 minute. Okay. Set of executable programs run on any electronic device. Electronic device means, in the sense, it might be your smartphone, it might be your computer, it might be your washing machine or AC, like this. Okay, whatever electronic device it may be, these runnable programs will be executed in that particular electronic device. Okay, this is what about software. So okay, now we are clear about this, what is software. We can say some collection of executable programs or set of executable programs. And the next thing what we need to understand here is, set of executable programs, why you are using this terminology is, with one single program only we are not going to develop the software. By integrating multiple programs, and we are developing a build, and then we release it as a software into the market. Clear about the software definition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we are going to see about software testing, now we have to know about testing. Why we have to learn testing? So in general, for development, developers are there for utilizing the database and all the things. In general, in waterfall model and early models, developers only used to take care of that. They used to write the code and they used to do testing also. Means they used to verify the code. Clear? So what is the requirement of this testing? Okay. So Mahesh, which SDLC model is following in your company currently? Agile only? Yeah. Okay then. Yeah, fine. Okay. So why the testing is required? I will tell a small example to you, a real-time example. First, suppose, let us assume we are guests, me and my family invited by you to your home. Okay. So what you will do? In general, you are planning to prepare some biryani, serve some biryani to us. So okay, you without estimating some quality and quantity, you prepare the biryani. Right? You don't know what is the taste also. You haven't you haven't tested the taste also for the biryani. Can you serve the same biryani to us?
No.
Why?
Because first I will test it.
If you don't taste that biryani and you directly served it to us, means what will happen?
Without testing the taste, how come it's possible to serve?
Yeah. For suppose if it is a hotel, in hotel they prepare the biryani and without checking the quality of taste, they serve, means automatically customers will flow will get down. Yeah, this is for this small biryani only, for small coffee only. We are taking this like this. This much disadvantage is there. So now let us assume in few years back, Sir APJ Abdul Kalam ji has tried to launch a satellite using the rocket, but it was failed due to this lack of testing. Okay, so let us assume the food means it will cost some let us say like 500 or 1000 rupees. Then what about a rocket? What will be the budget?
Yeah.
So what about the loss we are going to face? For the reason only the testing came into the focus. So now let us come into our stream. Our stream is software, IT field. Okay. So now coming to the software testing, if you have developed a software, suppose the developers have developed a software, then developers only tested. In earlier days, developers only used to test the software. There is no separate testing team. There is no separate budget allocation for tester. But few years back only testing came into focus and separate allocation for testers is there. Budget allocation.
Yeah.
For testing only they are allocating some budget. For development and maintenance they are allocating some budget. Clear? So now we are aware of software testing. Now let us see. So okay sir, we are ready. We are okay with the software testing definition. But what are the software? What type of software is there in the market? Means what type of software we are going to test? Means I told the definition of software to you. In general, the application, there are two types of applications in real-time industry
Yes.
are going to be developed and tested. Okay, first one is project-based software. Then the second one is product-based software. Okay. So now let us see the difference of what does it mean by project-based and what does it mean by product-based. Why we are using this terminology. Software is same, but why this difference means, I will let you know clearly. Yeah, Mahesh, are you following me? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, then fine. Sounds good. Okay. So now let us see project-based software. Now when we come to the project-based software, how the development will goes on and how the testing goes on, everything we are going to see now here. So this project-based software is developed based on specific customer requirements. For specific customer requirements. Okay, so now on specific customer requirements, a software is developed for specific customer requirements means then who is going to pay amount to that software developing that software and testing that software? Who is going to bear the amount? Can you guess? Sorry?
Client.
Yeah, exactly. Client. Client in the sense customer. So here owner in the sense here the owner is the customer, or you can say like client. Okay. Then after, so then who is going to utilize this software? This specific.
Only for that specific project.
Yeah, exactly. The specific client is going to utilize this software. Why? Because he has some requirements. He stating that requirements.
Yeah.
He need a software. Okay. So in general, that software is going to be used by that particular customer as per his services. Let me say a small example to you regarding this project based. Yeah, this is my website. See, are you observing this website?
Yeah.
So this website is developed based on my requirements. See, booking online, blog, my mail ID. You can watch the videos. This is the YouTube option. You can directly check my tutorials here. So, see the whatever the courses I am offering here. Means what all this? Your name. You can enter your name, ID, message. You can ping me a message so that I can check into the Gmail. So all these are my requirements. Let us assume this is the requirement. So they developed this website based on my requirements. Clear? So that's the reason why we are calling it as project based software. And I will show you another small example to you. Abi buses. Do you have idea about this Abi buses?
Yeah.
So 1 minute. Yeah. So to this is, now you tell me, this is project based or product based? Abi bus travels is
This is product based.
no project based. Why? Because this travels belongs to whom? This
But
is
the
this
thing
travels
is that
belong to a company? For suppose the project is
Yeah.
developed. Yeah, Mahesh, tell me.
Okay. The thing is that I'm saying that this is a project based. For particular requirement they given to company, they build a project for that organization. They are created. But the thing is, they are used for the. Sorry. I got it.
Yeah, I will tell you, to remember this, I will give you a complete explanation to you. See, for suppose you have a business, in the sense you have some buses, some up to 20 buses. So what you are trying to do is you would like to improve. You got a lot of fame and you would like to improve your services out of the AP, and you need to move your buses throughout the country. So what you will do in general, you go to the website. You want a website to make it circulated for better payment and for all the services. So then what you will come, let us assume I am the Infosys company. You met me directly and stated your requirements to me. Okay, you stated your requirements to the CEO. You reached to the CEO. CEO brought the project, and PO, project owner, collected requirements from you. Okay. Yeah, how the website should be, what options should be with there, how you would like to get the payment, what kind of card should be accepted, credit, debit, accept, like this. So finally what happening, this software is going to be utilized by all the customers. But how? Suppose I am a customer, I would like to travel from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Then what I have to do, I don't come to Abi bus stop, I directly go to Abi website and I will book that. Then what it is happening, my requirement is to book a bus only with Abi, so that I am utilizing the Abi's project. Abi's website is a project. Clear? This is about project based. If you have any doubt regarding this project based, are you clear? Mahesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now let us see the product based. In product based software, this software is developed not for any specific customer. You can't say like this is, how I am going to say is this is
generic.
Developed. Yeah, exactly. Based on market requirements. For suppose in general market requirements, in the sense, how we can say, for suppose you take an see, this is the operating system.
Yes.
See, this Windows operating system, right? Have you purchased this Windows operating system?
No.
In the sense, means if you take license, means you need to purchase the license, but this is the cracked version, copyright version. Okay, so we can use, means what happening here is, this Windows operating system developed only for your purpose,
No.
or is the Android platform developed only for your purpose?
For generic purpose.
Generic purpose means keeping all the common requirements in the market. Company only going to invest the money. Company is the acts as a owner. Company invests the money. There is a model for, then you will get a small doubt. Okay, sir, well said, everything is fine up to project. There is a customer. Then who will be the without customer, how they are going to get the requirements? Here what it is happening in product based is, they are going to collect some common requirements and they used to maintain some model customers. Means they are not an actual customer, but they used to maintain the model customers. Clear? For suppose while you are developing a gaming software, how they used to test it, they after developing, they directly hand it to the children. They have to play, and they have to, while playing they used to face some issues, no? Means here the children is what, they are not directly to the children, they won't say. For suppose they will maintain some team members for their employees' children, like that. They will, how they will act, they act as a model customer. Whereas for other common people, they have to purchase that game. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is how the product based software, based on the market requirements, it is developed. And here who is the owner means, yeah, company is the owner. I told one example like any operating system like Windows or any whatever it may be, Mac or the software you are utilizing, antivirus, this, yeah, this TeamViewer, this Skype, like this. Clear? So
Yeah.
are you clear about these softwares, project based and product based?
Yes, yes.
So can you give me some example for product based software?
For example, Oracle is a product based,
Okay,
and
fine.
Pinnacle is a product based.
Yeah. And what about project based?
Gmail also product based.
Yeah, exactly, you're right. Yeah. Then what about project based? Can you give any example for project based?
For particular client specific client requirements, that is
Yeah, you can say, you can tell say anything like Abhi buses, my website, or you can say something like
Take my trip,
Morningstar. Yeah. Manager of Fit Marriage Bureau, like many were there. Projects many. Okay. So finally, what we need to notice here is who is the owner for that particular software. Who is owner? Who is going to utilize? Okay.
yes.
Here market requirements means all the customers are going to utilize this software. Okay. So now are you clear about this software and types of software we are going to develop in current industry?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now after that, now let us enter to the SDLC. What does it mean by software development life cycle? SDLC means software development life cycle. Yeah. Coming to the software development life cycle, suppose I told a small example to you, like you have some 20 buses, you would like to have maintain a website. Then what you will do? You will approach through the CEO. You are going to approach project owner. Then how he is
Yes.
going to gather the requirements from you. Let us assume you are the customer. Okay, you are the client. This is the Mahesh Bus Travels. Let us assume. So what happens? You will come and tell the requirements to the PO. So we have these requirements. The software website should be developed in this way. I need not only website. I require the app also that work in this kind of platform. So on so requirements you mentioned. So after that, what they are going to do? They are going to document your requirements. PO is going to document the requirements like system, like the SRS document. You can say like requirements, system requirements, specification. Like this, the document is forwarded to developers and testers. Here, developers and testers both are reviewing the document. Developers are going to develop high level and low level designs, whereas these testers are also going to study the document clearly, and before they are releasing the build, means in general to test the build, what they require to test the software, they have to receive the build from the developers. Clear?
Yeah.
Mahesh, are you able to understand this?
Yeah.
If you have any doubt in meanwhile, means you can raise
Yeah,
the
if
doubt.
I any query, I can.
Yeah. Okay then. So this developer will prepare studying the SRS document. Developers are going to Scrum team developers. You can say. So you are aware of Agile model. Are you aware of Agile model?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Briefly,
Okay. No.
at a time, all the stages all the pages are started at a time.
Okay. No issue. In this manual testing, I am going to concentrate using Agile model only. I just will provide description on the old models also. Along with this, we will continue our
Today
other
you
business.
just today you
yeah.
only brief description.
Yeah.
The manual testing process.
Yeah. So I will let you know how our job will be now. From the next session onwards, I will continue with the topics. Clear? Okay. I will show now. Okay. I will tell these SDLC models from next session onwards. I will let you know how your job is going to be, what you are going to do. Okay. So in general, who is going to test that build? I don't know. These developers are going to develop the software and they are going to release to the build is released to the testers. Until and unless the build is released in the market, then we don't call it as a software. Clear?
Yes.
With the it is within our hands, within the company hands. We call it as build only, or we can say as a sprint in agile terminology. Clear? So now we are going to see what is tester's job. We are going to call it as software testing engineer. Okay, software testing engineer. So how he is going to work is, in general, he is going to receive the requirements from PO.
Yes.
Will forward the PO and Scrum Master will forward the document. PO will prepare the plan and means the strategy followed, that will be prepared by PO, and Scrum Master will prepare the plan. PO is going to prepare the strategy, what approaches we need to follow, and along with that the Scrum Master is going to add the plan, how to do like all those things. Scrum Master in the sense team leader.
Team.
In general waterfall model or other models we call it as team leader. You know, in old models we have different development team, testers team. Here all the developers and testers are commonly called as a Scrum team. The head for the Scrum team is the Scrum Master. You will come to know all these terminologies in the coming sessions. Very clearly you are going to understand. No issues about it. Okay. So Scrum team software test engineer, he is going to study. Once after receiving these SRS document, he is going to study all user stories. User stories is a terminology of agile model. In general, user stories means requirements. So PO will collect the requirements as user stories from the customer. Clear? Client means you are the customer in our assumption. Okay. So once after software testing, this is the first of all, he maintain his environment. A separate environment is provided for the software test engineer. A separate setup will be installed in his system. Okay. Now he will study, after receiving, he is going to study all the user stories. Once after studying the user stories, he is going to prepare test scenarios. Yes, he is going to prepare the scenarios. Scenarios means, in the sense, let us say, see, this is the login, log out, and other pages are there. No? Are you able to identify this login? Once you log in, you will be having a log out also. To log in, you should register into the ABDSS, right? So
Yes.
let us say this login, registration, log out, payment, these are the scenarios. Okay. For these test scenarios, we are going to prepare test cases. Test cases in the sense, see, here Chennai. What you got? Let us say, for this option, what we will expect generally, the name of the places, right?
Yes.
So as a manual tester, we have to test. Okay, it is showing the places or not, or any place is missing here. And you should not. The places, the name should be in alphabetic. It should not be in any numeric or special characters. Clear? That we need to test here. If suppose you observe some place is missing, then you will raise a defect while testing. And for suppose you found a name without alphabetic, you found with digits or some special characters, then automatically you will raise the defect. If it is in invalid format, starting with a small letter and ending with capital letter, automatically you will raise a defect. Like this you are going to test. Means these are the test cases. Means these test cases in the sense conditions. Clear?
Yeah.
Then after preparing means before you are getting the build, you are preparing all these things. Okay. Once after preparing these test scenarios and test cases completed, during this duration only you are going to receive the build from the developer, Scrum team developer. So okay, let us assume you received a build. Then what you will do is, as a Scrum software test engineer, you are going to run test cases. You have test cases, right, for the particular scenario. All the scenarios we only want work. For suppose Scrum Master will allocate some scenarios. For suppose to you the login is given. For me logout is given. For another Rajesh person registration is given. So work is partition. Means that it is called as scenarios. So let us assume you are testing the registration scenario. Further, what you will do, you will write test cases. Username with this alphabets, starting and ending alphabets only. No special characters or number digits should be allowed. Like that. So you will test on the system after by running the build. So running the test cases is next job. With what you are going to test, you are going to use some test data. Test data means your assumption, that is. So see, this is also the one of the test data. Chennai, Bangalore, all the places showing no, while it is under testing, these places we are utilizing, we are using, we are saying, we are mentioning some other places. What customer will say, so up to this, you give some names. So some 25 city names should be available in that place, like that you are going to do. So you are going to run these test scenarios with test case, test data on what you are going to run. You are going to run on software, or you can say in agile terminology as a sprint. Yeah, we are going to run these test scenarios and test cases with test data on the software. During this testing, have you got any defect? Means you directly forward the defect to the developers. You have to wait until the defect is considered as a bug by the developer. Not only raise a defect means not your job completed. The defect raised by you should be accepted by the developer as a bug. Yeah, this is the mistake happened. Yeah, it is bug only. Like the developer have to identify, and he have to you have to update the build, and he have to release the again. Then again you need to test the software. Clear? This is what about manual testing. Clear? Mahesh?
Yeah.
So are you clear about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how it will
First
happen
they are
in manual testing.
First they are collect the requirements, later they can write the scenarios, the test cases.
Who will collect the requirements here?
The CEO.
PO. CO task is to there will be a bidding will goes on.
So in some company BA also you collect the requirements.
Yeah. PO, business analyst, similar. Means what happening here is business analyst we call in the waterfall model, incremental model, and those models. In agile model we are going to call it as project or product. PO means what means here? If the developing software is regarding the project means he will be the project owner. If it is regarding the product means he will be the product owner. Clear? Yeah.
We call it as a PO.
Yeah, don't worry. All this terminology you are going to get a complete clarification in the upcoming sessions. I am going to start with the old models and also with the advanced models with you. Clear? So that you will become very familiar about what does it mean BA or PO. All you will get very clear and clarity. Right? So you observe that this is how the manual testing goes on. But whereas for automation, here you will get the change. Okay, how it happens is here test scenarios and test cases are prepared. After preparing these, first manually the software is tested. And you raised a defect. That defect is went to the developer. He found it as he considered it as a bug, and he is updating that software. Let us think. Okay. So during this process, then what we have to do, once after updating the software, updated software build is released to the testing team, again they need to test. For suppose let us assume for testing these Abhi buses, it took some 2 weeks of time for you, let us say. Okay. So again you need to test means again it will consume some 2 weeks, another 2 weeks of time, right? Again from starting onwards you have to test, because the whatever changes happen in software, it will show influence on other modules also. So you have to start again. So your lot of time is wasted, lot of money is wasted. We have to give the build within the time only. So for that purpose, this automation came into the progress. But you need to notice what is. So with automation, we can testing complete 100% testing is not possible with automation. Clear? For functional testing, yeah, 100% is testing with automation is not possible. Here what you are going to do is, for these test scenarios and test cases, you are going to prepare test script.
In automation also, first we need to write test cases or test scripts only.
Yeah, exactly. Actually what it happens is, Mahesh, you will see, in general first you will prepare test scenarios and test cases, and you will execute the test scenarios and test cases manually on the released build. Okay. So after completing that, what it happens, you will if you got a defect means you will forward the defect to the
No, I'm asking in automation.
Yeah, I will tell. Yeah, I'm coming to that only. So after that, during this process, you are going to study once again you are going to study from top to bottom, and you will see already you will be having the job is done by you only. Okay. This manual and automation both will be done by you only nowadays. We are calling it as SDate. SDate in the sense, for automation we call it as SDate. Software there is a huge demand for SDET only nowadays.
Yes, software development.
Testing. So why I used this development word here is you are going to prepare test script using some tools, automation tools. Then it may be the QTP by the Hewlett Packard is the company. You need to purchase this QTP. This is not open source. And Selenium, this is open source. Sikuli,
Okay.
this is open source.
QTP is used for only Windows purpose or all purpose?
Yeah, we use the QTP for all the purpose, but certain extent only there is some limit for QTP. If you learn QTP,
We have a limits.
we will have some limits up to that certain level only we can test. But whereas you need to purchase license also to the QTP. In earlier days, before 2014, there is a huge demand for QTP. Nowadays, in some companies, QTP is also followed. But day by day, they change it. After completion, what they will do generally, they purchase license for some certain period of time, for 2 years or 3 years or 5 years like that. Until the license is expired, they use this QTP only. Once it is expired, means they automatically convert to the latest technology. Why? Because Selenium, you need not invest any budget. You can do this work at your home also, right? Because it is open source. Selenium is a open source. Sikuli is open source. You know you have another testing tool like Appium for testing the mobile also, mobile apps. Abibus app,
Appium.
like that. Appium. Clear? And
Yes.
this automation we can done only for functional testing. We can do automation for using the Selenium or Sikuli, whatever the tool it may be. We can do for functional testing only. Functional testing.
Okay.
And
Automation only we can do functional testing.
Functional testing means there are sub tests are there. And performance testing is a non-functional testing. Okay, you will come to know in the next sessions what comes under functional testing. Like you can say there are different testings will be conducted. Database testing will comes under the functional testing. Integration testing comes under functional testing. Like these many were there. This performance testing, security testing, like we can say these many were there. User interface testing. This comes under the non-functional testing. Okay. This is how we are going to test utilizing Selenium tool. So in general what it happened means after preparing test scenarios and test cases, he is going to develop a script using whatever the tool it is recommended by the company, that tool we are going to use, QTP or Selenium or Sikuli. In general, while you are attending interview, there only it will mention automation with Selenium, Java is required. Like that they will tell. You can do Selenium coding with using the Java, or also you can do with .NET also. Right? So after preparing this script, you are going to execute this script. You are going to run this script on software or Sprint, you say. Down that particular build, you are going to...
Using Selenium, we can test .NET also.
Yeah, means in the sense what is happening is Selenium code, Seleniums are the web drivers. So in this, we can use the .NET also. Or else you can use the other programming language, Java also. But mostly preferable programming language for Selenium is Java. Why? Because it is open source and we have lot of scope. Clear? Mostly Java is recommended. Even you search in Naukri or any other websites also, Selenium with Java they ask for. Means huge demand for Java. Clear? This is how they are going to test. Now I hope you understood the difference between the manual testing and automation testing. Clear?
Yes.
Now, and you can get a doubt here. Sai means there is what is the use for me for learning manual testing? Then there won't be any job opportunities for me, no? By learning testing, manual testing, what will be the purpose? I have to learn automation also now. Have you got this doubt?
Yeah. Automation is nowadays everything is asking automation.
But here for this, what is the answer is without doing manual testing. Initially, can you do automation? Mahesh?
Hello.
Yeah. Initially, whatever the software it may be, whatever the company it may be, first they conduct manual testing. Yeah, you see one thing, see, I given this. Let us assume you are a tester. I given this website to you. What you will do? I ask you to test. Means I given this link to you. This is the link I given to you. Say, okay, Mahesh, test this website I given. Then what you will do? Will you write coding for this? Suppose you wrote coding to this and you started running this. It is not working. The code is wasted, no?
Yes. Yes.
So what they used to do is initially they test manually and they release the delete. And they release the software after completion of the testing manually. Once they release the software in the market, in some companies like this it will be. After releasing in the market parallelly, means after releasing into the market, customers are going to utilize this software, no? During this process, for the next, before developing the next version, parallelly they start developing a test script and they do automation on the software. Clear? Mahesh?
Yes.
Yeah. This is how, means we have a demand for manual testing also, because manual testing, for suppose in general the interviews happen for automation, let us say, even it is happen for Selenium automation also. First only they won't ask you to go ahead to the automation work with Selenium like that. They ask you to do manual testing. They provide this requirements document to you. Okay, start writing test scenarios and test cases for the following modules, they will tell. Then you have to work on that, and in general it will take some 1 year of time, or it may take some 6 months of time for doing performing manual testing. Clear? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, in general it takes this much time. For one, it might take some 6 months of time or 1 year. Up to that time you will be in manual only. Once after completion of that, then they will ask you to go to automation. So what I am trying to tell is, for manual also huge demand is there. When you compare with automation, manual is having huge demand. Why? Because with automation you can do up to some 50 to 60% only. Functional testing and performance testing. What about the other non-functional testing, usability testing, security testing, like many were there. All you need to perform test. Okay? This is how the requirements will be there. Now you can, nowadays what is happening, I told SDET. SDET will be having the knowledge of both manual testing and automation. Here development is the terminology used because you are going to prepare the scripts. Developers will utilize the programming languages to develop a software. Testers will utilize this code, these scripts to destroy the software. Clear? Mahesh?
ST. Yeah.
STE manual testers.
STE is for automation.
They know both manual and automation. They do automation job. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you have any issues as of now?
Not an issue. Okay, not an issue.
Yeah. Okay, Mahesh. Okay, then I am ending this class now. So we will continue other sessions from after completion of your payment. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Saibshan,
Yeah, Mahesh, tell me.
I have what.
Yeah.
That for manual testing, how much cost you told me?
Yeah. 1 minute. Can I close this Team Viewer?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So manual testing, I am going to charge 6,000.
Okay. For automation?
For automation, it is 7,000. In manual testing, why it is 6,000? Also, you might get it out, because I am going to tell IVR testing also. IVR testing also. There is a huge demand
IVR?
for automation. IVR also. IVR in the sense, for suppose you made a call to Vodafone. Let us say Vodafone